Hey, good morning everybody on the internet. This is Blind Justice coming at you live on the streets of Aberdeen, Washington. Sitting outside of City Hall. Once again, this is day 54 of our peaceful protest, Resting is Not a Crime. And just to give you guys an update, like why there wasn't a live update yesterday on day 53, I was down with a migraine all day and at the house. And as you may have seen just a few minutes ago, we uploaded a video from yesterday, day 53, where we had two armed intruders come into our house and start barking orders at us. And it turns out that they were members of the Aberdeen Police Department. They had two more of their associates outside, their accomplices, outside of our house, underneath our carport, where they had illegally detained a friend of mine who's staying with me. So, yeah, what happens when peaceful protest, is met with violence? Well, you can watch the video from yesterday and find out. We have plenty more footage. That was the one, probably the worst footage because it was from me. So you got a blind guy stumbling through a migraine to try to get an armed invader out of his house. And you can hear from the video that I was just telling him to leave. He's not welcome. He's trespassing, to get out. And finally, the intruder did. The second intruder left pretty quickly after me telling him. Maybe he recognized me. Maybe, I don't know. But the other one stayed in the entryway of the house and refused to leave after multiple times being told he's trespassing, he needs to get out. But yeah, they came into the house with guns drawn, and they didn't identify themselves prior to entering the house, so it's an unlawful entry, unlawful search, so and an unlawful seizure of my friend downstairs. So yeah, it sounds familiar? Searches and seizures, that would be your Fourth Amendment rights, people. So our Fourth Amendment rights were completely trampled on by the Aberdeen Police Department yesterday. And that's what happens here in Aberdeen. This is what how the city is choosing to react to a peaceful protest. They meet it with violence. So then what is our response? Our response is to peacefully have them moved out of our house, right? And finally they did, after some time of resisting our peaceful request to get out. But yeah, they stayed around for a little bit longer and outside, still on our property, until I think my daughter went outside the basement and told them to move to get off the property, that they were trespassing, and they had released my friend from the shackles that they put him in, so he can come back inside. We're safe away from the armed individuals. Yeah, so that's what's going on here in Aberdeen, and stay tuned for more developments as we continue to peacefully protest, peacefully petition, and challenge the power structure here. Challenge those using violence and threats of violence against the people, to try to get them to bend to their will. We will continue to stand up or sit down for peace, for justice, for liberty, for everybody. And the irony, the sad irony, is that our peaceful protest is called Resting is Not a Crime. And I literally was trying to rest through a migraine when we had violent armed intruders come to my house, invade my house. And so there was no day off for the protests. I had to get up from my rested position and protest and have them get out of my house. So
How's it going today?
hey, good morning.
Looks like we were in your house yesterday?
Yeah.
I don't know what
I
don't know the specifics involved or
two guys came in with guns drawn with no warrant and didn't identify themselves.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not good, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the specifics.
Yeah, you guys need to get your shit together because that's
You have
complete
any-
violation. Yeah. So, that was, I think, a guy from the APD. He's like, looks like we went to your house, ha ha ha. I'm like, yeah. And he said he didn't know the specifics. Like, well, yeah, they entered my house without a warrant, without identifying themselves. And he can tell that if you can hear a tone of his voice, he's like, yeah, I don't know the specifics. Realizing, oh crap, this shit's about to hit the fan. So, yeah. Not cool. But yeah, stay tuned. Hopefully you have a wonderful day, peaceful and pleasant, and that your peace is met with peace. And if not, then you continue to absorb whatever turmoil is in the world and choose peace, even in the midst of chaos, even in the midst of people choosing violence. There's always an option to de-escalate and choose a peaceful resolution. All right, but we got to hold them accountable. Even when it's resolved, there's accountability. And because even though they're not in my house with guns right now, they violated my rights, my family's rights, my friends' rights, and that's just kind of been the standard operating procedure here in Aberdeen. City officials thinking they're above the law, think they can violate your rights with impunity, and so we can meet them face to face with peace, try to de-escalate it so that no one's hurt or minimize the hurt, but then accountability, we have to keep them accountable so that this doesn't happen to somebody else, so that your house isn't invaded by armed intruders. All right, so peace and love, and Deo Presto Liber.